shoot, hold on. Nope, cancel. Okay. All righty. Let's get to a comfortable seat and start with our breath. Do you guys hear me okay out here when I'm okay? I try to keep my volume up, but I know with the wind and everything, it might get a little hard to hear. Okay. Just notice how you feel this morning. I know. We'll warm up soon enough. It is a little chillier than I expected today. It's only going to get up to 72 today. All right. Then tune into that ujjayi breath. That's going to warm you up. And engage your bandhas. Pull the pelvic floor up and in, low belly engaged. You could even tuck your chin towards your chest. And then with that deep ujjayi breath, you're creating heat within your body, heating yourself up with your breath from the inside out. Try to relax the hip flexors and root yourself down. Use the engagement of your bandhas to sit in a solid position here. Count 5 breaths, nice and slow, nice and even. After that 5th breath, on your next inhale, circle sweep up the arms, reach up, stretch. And then exhale over to the right. Right hand will come down into side bend here. You can drop your gaze down to the ground so there's no tension in your neck. Keep that left shoulder rolled back so chest is open. Root down into that left hip. On your next exhale, you're just going to roll yourself and round yourself forward towards that right knee. And we'll stretch over that right knee. You can reach your arms out long. You can drop your head. Maybe your head can rest on your knee. Deep breathing here. Trying to work out that tension in the low back from your night's sleep. Deep breaths. And then we're going to walk the hands towards the center of the mat, still reaching out nice and long. Stay here for a couple breaths. See if you can't lengthen out a little further. Now walk your hands over so that your chest is facing your left knee, relaxing the head, breathing deeply. And then we'll bring our left hand more to the side of us here and roll the right shoulder up and back, coming into that side bend on this side, keeping your gaze down towards the ground. Next inhale will bring us up, stretch up. And exhale, twist to the right. Nice tall spine, chest lifted. Look over that right shoulder, even if it's just with your eyes. Inhale back to center, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, hands forward, bring yourself forward, and then sit back on your heels. Come into child's pose. Once you come down, if you want to put a little rock into it, you can maybe come up onto the fingertips, whatever feels good. Stretching the entire spine, stretching into the hips, into the shoulders. Nice deep breathing still. Big inhale, stretch a little further here, lengthen out. Exhale, thread the needle, right arm across the chest under the left armpit, bringing the left shoulder down, squaring up the chest. Nice big stretch in the right shoulder and upper arm. One more big inhale, reaching those arms out away from you. And then exhale, bring that arm out in front. Pausing here for an inhale, lengthen a little more, sink the hips a little more, and then exhale, thread the needle on the other side. That left palm can be up or down, forehead can stay on the mat, or you can turn and look to the right. One more inhale to stretch and reach those arms away from you. And then on your exhale, bring the arm back out in front. Take an inhale and lengthen, stretch. And then exhale up onto hands and knees into tabletop, setting up for some cat-cow. We'll inhale, drop the belly, reach that tailbone up. Chest comes forward, look up. Exhale, push the ground away, pull your belly in, tuck your chin, and look towards your belly. Inhale, move slowly with your breath, matching movement with the breath. Initiating the movement from the belly button each time and having the gaze be the last thing to move at the top of that inhale or at the bottom of that exhale. Let's do one more round. Coming into a neutral spine then after that last round of cat-cow. And we'll send our right foot back, our right leg back, right foot is pressed into the mat. The ball of that foot pressed into the mat, firing up our core. Quads engaged, belly's engaged, push the ground away so your shoulders are strong. Maybe lift your left knee to a hover or even the left toes as well so that whole leg is hovering. Belly's tight, you're still pushing the ground away through your hands and your right foot. And we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can bring that left knee down and right knee joins it. Setting up for the other side, left leg goes straight back. Push the ball of foot down as hard as you can, firing up your core. Maybe lifting that right knee or the whole right leg to a hover. Push into the hands more. Pull the belly in more. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can bring right knee down, left knee joins it. Tuck the toes, come up into downward dog. Pedal out your heels when you get there. Wag your tail, whatever you'd like. Stretch the backs of the legs. We'll inhale the right leg up really high, and then exhale, swing it through. Plant that foot at the top of the mat, drop your back knee. We'll come down into a runner's lunge for a few breaths here. You can keep your hands on that top knee if you'd like. And then we'll come into a twist. So you can bring your left hand down and twist, or if you'd like to have your hands at heart center and hook that elbow on the outside of your right knee, you could twist that way. Make sure that you keep the left toes pointed straight back behind you. Belly tight, spine nice and long. Lift that chest and breathe. And we'll inhale back to center. Exhale, plant your hands, tuck those back toes, step yourself back to downward dog, taking a breath, pedaling out the heels again if you'd like. And then inhale the left leg up nice and high. Exhale, bring it through. Plant that foot at the top of the mat. Drop your right knee, setting up for your runner's lunge. Keeping that tailbone tucked as you come forward. Taking it into a twist, either hand down on the mat or hands at heart center, hooking the elbow. Go ahead and inhale back to center. Plant your hands, step yourself back into downward dog. Pedal out the heels one last time here. Inhale your right foot forward, come up to high lunge. So keep that heel lifted on the left foot, reach your arms up. Come down low in that lunge. If you need to modify and drop the back knee, you can. Back leg is straight, otherwise very strong. Hold for one more breath. Plant your hands. Step yourself back to a plank. Lower yourself all the way down to your belly. Inhale, lift everything up. You can keep your hands there at your chest. And then exhale back into downward dog. Inhale your left foot forward. Come up to your high lunge or your low lunge if you're modifying. Make sure you send that right foot way back so the heel can be stacked over the toes if you've got your knee lifted. Sinking low in that lunge. One more breath here. Plant your hands, step back into plank. Lower yourself down, belly in tight, elbows in tight to the body. Inhale, come up. Feet can be separated, hip width apart. And then exhale back into downward dog. Inhale the right foot forward again. Come back up to your lunge and hold. Nice deep ujjayi breath. Take an inhale. Hands plant on your exhale. Step back and lower all the way. Inhale, lift everything. Exhale back into down dog. Inhale your left foot forward. Come up to your lunge. Settle into it. Big inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step yourself back. Lower all the way down. Inhale, Lift up. Exhale, down dog. Take an inhale. On your exhale, prepare, bend your knees, lift your heels, look forward. On the inhale, walk, step, or float to the top of your mat and lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, circle, sweep up the arms, come up to standing, reach up, stretch, going into our sunnies. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Pull the shoulders back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back. Lower yourself down either all the way or to a hover. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Holding downward dog for a few breaths. Settle into it. Lift the hips up high, push into those hands, pull the belly in, engage the quads, try to sink the heels a little lower. Take an inhale. Prepare on your exhale. And then inhale, come forward. Lengthen the spine, chest and gaze forward. Exhale, fold, rounding over the legs, tuck the chin. Inhale, come up to standing, reach up, stretch. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, long spine, reach and stretch with the chest. Exhale, take it back and lower down. Inhale up. And exhale back into your downward dog. Take an inhale. Prepare on your exhale. Come forward and lengthen on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink the hips, reach the arms up. Going into a sun B now. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, take it back, lower down. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Immediately starting to turn that left heel in so that on your inhale, you're set to bring that right foot forward, reach up, come into warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, and lower yourself down. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog, turning the right heel in, and then inhale that left foot forward, reach the arms up. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back and lower. Inhale up. And exhale back. Take an inhale. Prepare on your exhale. Come forward and lengthen on your inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink the hips, reach the arms up. Exhale, come to standing, mountain pose. Take a breath. We're going to inhale our arms up, interlace all 10 fingers, release the index fingers, and then exhale over to the right, coming into half moon. Bump your left hip off to the left side of your mat. Weight is even in the feet, back in the heels. Arms are strong. Glue the palms together. Pull the arms back a little bit. Make sure shoulders and hips are squared. And then inhale, come back up. Lengthen, lift, exhale over to the left. Big stretch in the right side body. Push that right hip away. Pull with your left hand on your right. Inhale up. And exhale, fold. We'll heel toe the feet apart so they're about hip width apart, parallel to the edges of your mat. Grab your big toes with your two peace fingers, unless you have socks. Do the best you can. Take an inhale with that grip. Exhale, fold. It's okay to have the knees bent a little if you need to. We're all lifting the hips, though, whether legs are straight or not. Feeling that stretch in the back of the legs and in the lower spine. Head is hanging. You want to pinch the elbows in towards your legs so shoulders stay away from the ears. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, switch your grip. We're going to step on the palms, toes facing forward towards the wrists, and then inhale with that grip, lengthen, pull the belly in, exhale, fold. Body is hanging heavy over the legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release your grip. And then we'll take an inhale, lengthen, setting up here to take a flow. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back, lower down. Inhaling up. And then exhaling to downward dog. Inhale your right leg up high, and then exhale, come through plank to bring that knee to the right elbow. Inhale back to your three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, cross to the left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, release that foot to the mat. We'll inhale the left leg up high. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend out. Inhale. And exhale, release down. Shift forward to high plank. Plant your right hand in the middle of your mat, slightly out in front of your shoulder. Roll to the left side of your mat. Coming into your side plank, you can drop the right knee to the mat if you need to. Really reach up with your left arm. Reach the left ribs up, left hip up. Reach, 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 and push into that right hand. One more breath. And then we'll bring the left hand down. Open up to the right side of your mat. Reach up with the whole right side of the body. Fingers are spread wide on that left hand for support. Press into each knuckle. One more breath. And we'll come back into high plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, lift everything up. Exhale back to downward dog. Take an inhale. Prepare on the exhale. Come forward. Lengthen. Fold. Sink the hips and reach your arms up. Hold here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take an inhale, lengthen. Pull the belly in, and exhale, twist. Hook your elbow on the outside of the right knee, and then pull that left knee back in line with the right. So hips are squared behind you. Chest is open, rolling that right shoulder back. And spine is nice and long. We're going to try to stay in our twist here as we step back into a high lunge. Just make sure, because feet are together here at the top of the mat, just make sure when you step back, you separate the feet a bit. Try to stay in that lunge. Are your mats blowing around? And then we're going to stay in this twist as we open our arms out to a T and come up with the torso. Inhale, reverse it. And then exhale, windmill the hands down. Step yourself back to plank. Lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, lift everything. Exhale, back to downward dog. Take an inhale. Prepare on your exhale. Inhale yourself forward and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink the hips, reach the arms up, come up to that chair. Exhale, hands to heart center, setting up for your twist. Take an inhale, lengthen, lift the chest, pull the belly in, and then exhale. Twist. Try to hook the elbow, then pull that right knee back. Hips are squared, spine is long. Now, very slowly, very carefully, step that right foot back. Keep making sure that you have the feet separated a bit here for stability. Stay in your twist and just bring yourself up, arms out to a T. And then we'll inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Step yourself back to plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale, lift everything. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, shift forward to high plank. We will plant the right hand, come into side plank. You can stay and hold side plank, or if you'd like, you can exhale, dip the hips down, bring your arm to your legs, and then inhale, lift the hips, bring your arm, slice it out in front of you, bring it to the side of your head. And then exhale, left hand plants. Inhale, open out to the other side of your mat. Exhale, dip the hips, arm comes down. Inhale, lift the hips, reach that arm to the side of the head. Exhale, plant your hands, come down into child's pose. Take 3 breaths there. And then we'll meet back in downward dog. Inhale your right foot forward. Plant that back foot. Come up to warrior 1, chest squared to the front of your mat. Press into that back foot. Sink down low in your lunge. Reach the arms up, strong, straight. Press the palms together if you can. Big inhale. Exhale, open out to warrior 2. We want our chest squared to the left side of our mat now. Try to think about squaring up the hips as well. One day, that's where we're trying to go with it. If you're tight in the hips, might feel like it's a long way off. Make sure you can see your right big toe on the inside of that right knee, knowing that you're not letting that knee come inward. Want to feel that stretch in the hips. We'll straighten the front leg, coming into extended triangle, reach forward without popping your hip off to the left, and then rotate your arms. Lifting the left side of the body, lifting that left arm up, keeping the belly tight, spine long. Inhale back into warrior 2. And then exhale into extended side angle. So elbow to knee, slice the left arm out in front of you, bring it to the side of the head, creating a nice long straight line from your left heel all the way out the left fingertips. Very little pressure in that elbow to knee connection. Just there for support. Inhale, back to warrior 2. And then exhale, Plant your hands. Step yourself back. Take a flow, or, of course, meet in downward dog if you need a break. Inhale the left foot forward. Come up to your warrior one. Roll the outer edge of that right foot down so you're not collapsing in the inner arch. Back leg is very strong. Quads engaged so that kneecap is slid up your leg. Inhale. Exhale to your warrior two. Settling into it a little bit lower if you'd like. Right glute is slightly engaged. Then we'll straighten that front leg. Keep your low body stable. Reach, reach, reach forward and then rotate. Trying to flatten yourself out from the side. So bring your right shoulder back a little more, hips forward a little more maybe. Inhale back to your warrior two. And elbow to knee, slice the right arm out in front. Extended side angle. Create that nice straight line. So you don't want to pop your right hip out and break that straight line. Reach and stretch. Press into that right heel. Reach with that right arm. And then we'll inhale back into warrior two. And then exhale, hands plant. Take a flow or meet in downward dog. Inhale your right foot forward. We're going to move with the breath now up to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, reach and tilt. Inhale, back into warrior two and reverse it. And then exhale, extended side angle. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, hands plant, flow or down dog. Inhale the left foot forward, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, reach and tilt. Inhale back to warrior two and reverse it. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, take a flow or meet in down dog. Inhale your right foot forward, come up to high plank, or not high plank, high lunge. You can do this with the back knee planted too if you need to. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. So we're doing what we did earlier, but with our breath, you're going to inhale, come up into that twist with arms straight. Stay here for an exhale. And then inhale, reverse. Exhale, hands plant. Take a flow or meet in down dog. Inhale the left foot forward, come up to your high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up, arms to a T. Stay for an exhale. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, plant your hands, take a flow. Inhale the right leg up high. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Push the ground away. Inhale. Exhale, cross to the left. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale. Exhale to the nose. Push the ground away. Inhale. Exhale, cross to the right. Inhale. Exhale, back to down dog. Shift forward to high plank. And then come down onto your forearms. Push the ground away from you with your elbows and your forearms belly tight. You can drop your knees if you need to modify. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come into child's pose. Then press into your palms, tuck your toes, come into downward dog. Inhale your right foot forward, turn the back foot, open out to warrior 2. Sink down nice and low. We're going to keep the low body just like this, and we're going to flow back and forth between reverse, right arm reaches back, and then tilt forward, left arm reaches forward. And you can just curl the lower arm in front of you as you inhale back and exhale forward. We'll do one more. Inhale back. And then exhale, plant your hands. Take a flow or meet in downward dog. Inhale your left foot forward. Come up to warrior 2. Then we'll inhale, reverse. Keep the hips low. Exhale, tilt forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. One more time. Inhale back. And then exhale. Plant your hands. Take a flow. Take an inhale. Prepare on your exhale. And then inhale forward. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to standing, reach the arms up. Exhale, giant step out to the right. We'll take a couple wide leg stretches here. Let's do a shoulder rinse for the first one. So take a clasp behind you. Make sure you have a nice wide stance, toes pointed slightly inward. Pull down on those arms, lift the chest on your inhale. Exhale, belly tight, spine long as you hinge forward. Come down as low as you can, and then focus on the shoulders. Lift those arms up away from your back. Keep the weight rocked forward in the feet. Little bend in the knees is just fine if you need it. Keep that belly tight and spine long. Quads engaged. Slowly inhale yourself up. Exhale, arms out to a T. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward again, and you'll come down and find whatever grip you like. If you want to take behind the heels or take the big toes or maybe grab ankles or calves, but then with your grip, long spine. On the inhale, reach that chest forward a little more, pull the belly in a little more, and then exhale, use your grip to fold. Inhale halfway up, you can release your grip, bring your hands down to the mat for support. Staying here, and then exhaling, hands to the hips. And inhale all the way up. We'll bring our heels in, so toes are pointed outward now. And we're going to come down into a bit of a squat here. And we're going to move with this. So on your exhale, you're going to reach your arms down, sweep the hands towards the mat, and bend forward, keeping the spine nice and long. Then on your inhale, straighten the legs, push into those heels, lift the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, come down low, sweep the fingertips. Inhale, reach up. We're going to do 3 more. Exhale, inhale. Last one. Yeah, and then exhale, step the right foot forward to the top of your mat, come into mountain pose. We'll do some balancing here. So plant your left foot and inhale the right foot up, keeping that foot flexed, belly tight. We'll do standing forehead to knee. So you can stay here. If you're already a little wobbly, work on your balance. Maybe you want to work on hip flexibility and use your grip to pull that leg in. Maybe you can reach down, interlace all 10 fingers around that foot, and then inhale, lift, make sure standing leg stays straight, and exhale, kick. Top leg does not have to stay straight. Standing leg does. If you have the top leg straight, you can start to bend the elbows, maybe tuck the chin, and shoot for a forehead to knee connection. 2 more breaths. And we'll release. Take a breath. Plant that right foot. Press into that big toe. Lift the left knee up high. Find your balance. If you're staying here just working on balance, the goal is to lift your knee, left knee, as high as you can. Try to get it higher than the hip. So moving into it, however you did on the other side. The left foot flexed and standing leg straight. Deep breathing here. It's easy to want to hold your breath when you're trying to balance. Keep breathing. This is also helpful to figure out what needs to be engaged and what actually can be relaxed here. Settle into it. 2 more breaths. And release. All right, let's come into Warrior 3. So we'll bring our hands to heart center and we're going to keep our right foot planted and just begin to tilt the torso forward as we bring our left leg up. And you can stay and hold, or maybe you'd like to reach back with your right hand for that left foot and give it a kick. And we'll release, stepping the left foot to meet the right. Take a breath here. Left foot stays planted now. Tilt yourself forward. Chest comes down. Lift that right leg up. You want to keep the hips squared if you're staying here in your Warrior 3. If you did on the other side, bend that top leg. Reach back with your left hand now. Give it a kick. Then we'll release, stepping that right foot down to meet the left. Take a breath. Let's do 2 moon salutations here. Inhale, reach up, stretch. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step the left foot back and drop that knee, coming up into a low lunge, reaching the arms up. And then exhale, plant your hands, step yourself back to down dog. Inhale, drop your knees, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands behind your head in prayer, come down to the elbows, or just take another child's pose. Inhale, slide forward and come up into cobra. Exhale, push yourself back into down dog. Inhale, that left foot forward now, coming up into that low lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot forward and fold. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step the right foot back first now. Drop that back knee up to your low lunge. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, onto the elbows or another child's pose. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Come up to that low lunge. Exhale, step the left foot forward and fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, arms to your side. Take a breath here. We're just going to step back into a high plank. Come down onto your forearms. We're going to keep the right forearm planted, and you can move it so that it's parallel to the top of your mat and open up into side plank. Remembering that you can drop the bottom knee if you need to. You could also make it harder by lifting the left leg up. Push into that right elbow. And we'll go ahead, bring left forearm down. Open up to the right side of your mat. Reach up with the whole right side of the body. Maybe drop that bottom knee if you need to, or lift that right leg to make it harder. And we'll release back to our forearm plank and back into child's pose then. Go ahead and lay down on your back. We're going to do the rest of class from our back. So keep your left leg straight as you can. If you're having trouble keeping it straight, you'll want to flex that left foot. We'll bring our right leg up, grab the big toe with your 2-piece fingers, or the outside of your foot too if you have socks on. Then you're going to lean in towards that leg as you pull it in towards you, listening to your body, not going too far into this. Keep your left hand on that left leg to make sure it stays down, hip stays down. And then we're going to bring head and shoulders down to the mat again and open that leg out to the right. You can keep holding your grip, or if you need to bend the knee and just grab the knee as you open out, you can do so. Make sure that left hip doesn't roll up off the mat. Then we'll bring it back in, pull it in towards you, and then release it to the mat. Making sure to keep that leg planted on the mat now as you bring the left leg up. Getting a hold of your grip, and then lean in towards that leg, head and shoulders off the mat. Pull that leg in towards you. And then we'll open it out. You can bring head and shoulders back down. Keep that right hip down. Modify and bend the left knee if you need to. Bring that leg back, center, pull it in one last time towards you, and then release it down. We'll bend our knees, bring your feet to the mat, and then cross your right ankle over your left knee. So we're just going to take a reclined pigeon here. You're going to bring your knees in towards you. You can reach through and grab the knee. Find a grip around your left knee, either over the knee or under the knee. If you want to grab behind the leg, that's fine too. But you're pulling that left leg in as close to you as you can, trying to keep the right knee from coming too far in. So sometimes it's helpful to have your right elbow there for support on that right knee to keep it from coming in towards you so you get the best stretch that you can in that right hip. And you might want to play around with having the right foot flexed. See if that makes it a little more comfortable here for you. One more breath. And then you can bring your left foot down to the mat. Right foot uncrosses, joins it on the mat. And then we'll cross left ankle over the right knee. Bringing your legs up and then finding similar grip. Show what you had on the other side. Maybe using your left elbow into that left leg to get a better stretch. Maybe flexing the left foot. Try to use your breath to relax in the left hip. As you do that, maybe you're able to bring the legs a little closer to you. One more breath. And then we'll release the legs, both feet on the mat. Let's let's do a little bridge work here. So make sure that you can touch your ankles or your heels. You know those feet are in close to the glutes, toes pointing straight ahead. So feet are parallel to the edges of your mat. Exhale. On your inhale, push into your feet, lift your hips up as high as you can. Lift your belly up, chest up. Try to roll your shoulders underneath you. If you can, then you can take a clasp with your hands, really pushing into your upper arms and your shoulders to lift yourself up even higher. And release. We're going to bring our knees to a 90-degree angle, feet flexed and off of the mat. You're going to press into your knees with your hands and then push back with your knees into your hands. Keeping the low back down. So you don't want to overarch the back as you're doing this. We're working our core. You're in charge of how hard this is, depending on how much tension you're creating here. 3, 2, 1. Grab the outside of your knees, keeping your legs just as they are. You're going to push your knees into your hands as you pull back with hands into knees. Hold 3, 2, 1, and then release that left leg to the mat. Bring your right knee in. Hug it in. Take a nice deep belly breath. And then you're going to take that leg across, coming into a twist. So the right knee will drop to the left side of the mat, and you can look over your right shoulder. If you'd like, you can straighten the right leg and grab the outside edge of your right foot with your left hand. So now you're getting the benefits of that twist, but you're also stretching into your hamstring, your sciatic nerve a little bit there in the right leg. And then we'll release. Bring that knee back in, squeeze it in, and release it down to the mat. Then we'll bring left knee in. Nice big breath here. And then bring that leg across the body into your twist. Straightening the leg out if you'd like, if you did that on the other side, looking over your left shoulder. Then we'll bring that knee back in. Squeeze it in. Release it down. We'll bring the knees into the chest. Grab a hold of each knee with one hand or one knee with each hand. You know what I'm saying, right? We'll take some sacrum circles. So go around 3 times, really big in one direction there. And then you'll do 3 times, nice big circles the other direction. And then you'll hug those knees in tight, tuck your chin to your chest, lift your head and shoulders off the mat, curl up into the smallest, tightest ball possible, squeeze, 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 and then release yourself down into Shavasana. Take up as much space as you'd like. Really relax the legs and let the feet flop open. Relax the shoulders. Relax the fingers. Relax your jaw. Let your tongue fall from the roof of your mouth, relaxing your entire face. Melt yourself down. Noticing how you feel after that practice. Maybe feeling that energy within you, that buzzing sensation. Let go of control of the breath and completely relax. Soften the belly.